So I want to thank you for taking the time to read the OSVEA 5 components of a golf shot. I really hope it motivates you to look at different practices and different ways of helping your students enhance their performance. And I really hope it helps your players develop the ability to get their thoughts and feelings to match their intention, not only on the golf course, but also in life. I want to close the book now by taking you through 2 OSVEA processes of players that I was lucky enough to work with quite early on in my career. They started on the mini tours and they've actually progressed all the way through to the highest level of golf. Both of these guys now play on the European tour. So the processes I'm about to explain to you, they've stood the test of time under some very stressful situations like tour school options. So they would look at the wind, they would look at the lie, assess the environment and all the conditions, and they would try and come up with a safe shot, a moderate shot, and an aggressive shot. And then based on how well they were playing that day, how they felt, they would select the safe, the moderate, or the aggressive shot. They would select one of those 3. Once they'd selected which shot they were going to play, they started to pick specific targets for that shot. And then they went in and they had one practice swing where they actually visualized a roller coaster. So they visualized the roller coaster coming over the top of the hill and dipping. And this player said that image helped them with their tempo. So they would visualize the roller coaster, make a swing. They would then come back, engage with the target, and this time they had a swing that was more like the actual shot that they were going to play. So it generated feelings of the actual shot. And as they came out of the swing, they saw the ball fly through those specific targets they'd selected and down to the pin. They engage with the pin or their target, and as they walk in, and now the golf ball's here, they're about to execute the shot, what they do is they recall those last images from the visualization process. So this player is holding the image of the ball flight and the target in their mind as they swing. Then once the ball's gone and the shot outcome was complete, to help this player accept, what they would say to themselves is, the way I behave, my attitude today, and my acceptance today are the habits of tomorrow. And this player was really focused on building good mental habits that were going to help them perform further down the line. So this player would say, okay, the shot's gone. Now I have to have a good attitude. Now I have to have a positive outlook, because how I act now is building the habits for the future of my game. The second player, who's also a European Tour player, did things slightly differently. They saw every single shot as a line in a book. And at the end of their round, that line equaled a story. It told the story of their round. So what this player did was, when they were looking at their shot options, they would use the yardage book and they would look at where they may or may not want the ball. And what they would have written in their yardage book is the TrackMan dispersion rates. So they would know, okay, I'm hitting a 7-iron. Well, I can miss this X amount to the left or X amount to the right according to my TrackMan numbers. So I'm going to select my target and I'm going to select my shot shape based on that data. Once they've done that, this player was all about feel. So they would give the shot a name. So if they were hitting a high draw, they might call it a high bomb draw. So they would be saying to themselves, okay, let's hit the bomb. Feel back, hit up, feel the bomb, hit the bomb, feel the bomb. And they would really create feelings of the shot, and they would give it a name, and they would be talking through it in their mind. That's why they called it storybook. They were telling a story with each shot. As they went into the execution phase, this talk continued. Relax, high bomb draw, hit the high bomb draw, hit the high bomb draw. And they just talked and tried to generate as much feel as they possibly could. As they were doing this, they would swing and hit, And then when they came through to accept, what they would actually do, they would score the process out of 10. And this player had a target in their mind of the score they wanted to achieve for that day. So maximum points of 180. This player went out there with an OSVEA process target, normally around about 155, 160 plus. And he felt this really kept him in the process, in the moment, and helped him disassociate himself with the outcomes of the shot. I hope by giving you an insight into some elite players that play at the highest level, that can help you again really be creative, and when you go back and work with your students, really help them to get their thoughts and feelings to match their intention in practical and innovative ways.